I'm glad to know you.
I'm very glad to know you. This is Peterson Almeida, and we just watched your documentary, Jessyca, which I'm happy to tell you right now is going to get a grand jury prize for Best Documentary Short.
Yeah.
So you will have an award-winning documentary. I hope that's, it's my pleasure to say that.
Oh my God.
It's a wonderful film. Obviously, your subject, Jessyca, is an incredibly complex and interesting and sympathetic human being, and she's her likability and her charm comes through it. But your skill as a filmmaker is very impressive because it's such a well shot and edited and just a well made documentary where you chose a fascinating subject and a subject that deserved to be documented, and you documented it perfectly.
Oh, thank you very much, Jeff.
Yeah.
Um, Go on.
Oh, the obvious question is how did it begin? I know once in an email you said that it took you a while to get Jessyca to trust you to make this film. So
Yeah.
go ahead, tell us the story of how the film got started.
Yeah, I started filming another person called Bruna. And as I had a curiosity about this way of life, transsexuality with this different profession, living in Paris. I'm a Brazilian. I was living in Paris also. And one day during a football match, I found like four transsexual. And when I saw these four girls, like, I was thinking, wow, I can do a movie about this, I think. And my specialty is human being. I love documentary, and I'm specialized in human beings. How to show and how to find a way to be invisible, to be part of their lives, to be able to show in the best way as possible without judging, uh, a human life. And when I saw Jessyca's lives, and when we started to be friends, I started to think that it could be a very good idea to start filming like this, to feel where I can go, uh, filming every day, a little bit, going with her in some place, going with her as you can see in a movie, in another village, seeing how the work works, in with the clients, and how she lives,
And I think it was really easy to film her because she's a pretty straightforward woman. I mean, she doesn't try to hide parts of her life. She's really straightforward. She knows what she is, and she's not afraid or embarrassed about it, So it was really easy for Peterson to film her. She was really open
and I found in Jessyca this kind of sincerity, because I met other transsexual of this, in Paris, and Jessyca she have something that I love. She always say the truth, like this, She don't. She loves to be a transsexual also. She don't have problems with this, doesn't.
Yeah, she's like, that's who I am. I'm not embarrassed about it. I mean, you have to accept me the way I am. And I think that's why he moved from filming Bruna to filming her friend, who's Jessyca, right?
Yeah, her honesty is amazing, and it obviously your documentary is so international that, you know, covers 3 countries, and definitely we can see how her honesty comes from her family, her grandparents, and their humanity is so refreshing.
Yeah. And I want to say one thing, because I won a prize in Paris to do this movie, you know. It's a very GREC thing. It's a very high level prize
Yes.
that we have in Paris. They choose seeing the rushes, you know, already recorded, and then they decide among hundreds of inscriptions for documentary to produce, you know, to edit and finalize, mix sounds, etc. And then I won this in 2018. So I needed by contract to do a 25 minutes movie, you know. And from the beginning of my project, I wanted to do a feature film, a long documentary feature film, because, oh my God, Jeff, I have so many images. I have an incredible material to do a feature one, you know. I love this short one, but everybody, Jessyca also, you know, but a lot of people, when I show Jessyca, they say, wow,
I want to know more.
I love this movie. It's a really nice short movie. It's perfect, but I want to see more.
He likes to say it's a teaser.
Yeah,
It is. It's sort of like the first act.
Yes.
Exactly.
And it introduces her, yeah, I mean, very completely, but yes, it certainly makes us, especially your very powerful ending on the train where she contemplates finding love and moving to a new type of life. Oh,
yeah.
I certainly hope that she gets exactly what she wants.
And it's why I want to thank you also for that opportunity to choose Jessyca also, because I think being part of your history and with this amazing festival, you know, I think we can one day come with a feature one also, you know, people seeing this one and wanting more, as a lot of friends of mine, as me, as Jessyca. I think one day we can find a producer to go further and show more, you know. Of course, we are in an independent festival of independent directors, and all the directors know how hard it is to us, you know, to do movies, to go on to the end with our movies by passion, you know.
So
And
going back, I am not surprised. You used footage that you shot of Jessyca, and then you won the funds to make the film. So that that helped with all the travel and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's just really for a film that's under a half hour, it really covers so much, and it's so well made. I wanted to ask what your history is as a filmmaker, because it's a very polished and well-made film. It's very confidently made.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. You are so kind.
So I wonder about your history. Have you made many documentaries?
Yeah, it's my profession. Like, I made an university. I made a university in Paris, so I have my license and a master one with direction. But before this, I always worked with documentary. I started editing, so I edit a lot of documentaries before, and I'm still editing to make money to my life. You know, it's my profession, my main profession. Um, and I went to Sundance in 2009 with a very beautiful movie, documentary also about North Korea. And we were invited for the lab. It was great. And after this, the movie that I was editing was selected to the Sundance Festival also. So I went there again. So for me, it was really nice to that experience, and I learned a lot about how can we do, you know, how can we direct a good documentary, you know. And after this, I always work with this. So Jessyca, it's my first experience, completely experience, you know, from the beginning until the end, me, myself, always alone.
Did you do camera also?
Yeah, I did everything, you know.
Your camera work is very good in it.
So thank you very much.
I think it was easier for him because he really made sure he got close to her family and friends, because most people don't feel comfortable being filmed in
this is true,
in situations as he did film, you know. So it was a big part of the documentary to actually get close to them before asking for permission.
Yeah, this is a very important thing, you know, important because when we arrived in the human life and we said, oh, let's do a movie, it's not like this. A movie like Jessyca, we need to be more than a director, you know. If we are like a director filming our character, we will not achieve we will not be invisible, you know, the camera in a lot of situations. In Brazil, for example, to film enterro,
A burial.
to film the burial.
Yes.
You know, the entire family loves me. I was part of this family, you know. I was helping with the car. And after this, when we arrived there, the Jessyca mother was dying, you know. So we need to go to the pharmacy to buy some things. So I went there and I come back home, and then I took my camera. I recorded a little bit. After this, we needed to clean a little bit of the house, and then she didn't have a credit card, so I took mine to rent a car. And so I was the family with Jessyca at this moment. And when I arrived there in this small village, and I knew the entire family, and I start to talk with them without camera, you know, like a friend, we were in the same situation, hard situation, and we needed to deal with that, independent of the process of a movie or not, you know. And sometimes before to take my camera, I asked them, look, I'm a friend of Jessyca, but I'm also doing a movie. May I film and record the burial? I know it's a hard situation, but for me, it could be nice. And everybody say, okay, of course you can, go on. For us, it's nice. And then, so I'm sure that I had this, and you have this image, because we had this friend relation before the process, you know, of doing a movie, being director, you know.
Yeah, it sounds like your level of respect for Jessyca and her family is why they were able to trust you enough to be themselves in front of the camera and not feel that someone is invading their space, but someone is a part of their space, so they could be themselves.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, and not every filmmaker is like that.
And it goes both ways. I mean, when Jessyca's mom died, Peterson cried a lot. I mean, he was really attached to the family as well, right? So.
And I'm still today, you know, when I call them, they say, "Oh, when you will come here, we miss you." And you know, yesterday I was talking with Jessica, and Jessica was saying, "I really want to go to Los Angeles, really. In November, I want to go with you there." So I say, Jessica, let's see what's happened with this COVID and pandemic thing, but I think we'll be okay to go.
I hope so. We have another festival in November, so I have to hope that we'll be able to be in theaters for that one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it'd be wonderful. This is a good substitute for the theatrical experience, but nothing's as good as I can just imagine what it would be like to have 40, 50, 60 people in the theater watching Jessyca and then talking to you about it afterwards. And if she was there, everyone would be showering her with attention in English and just, you know, telling her how you know, she's being very brave.
Yeah, I think
She's being very brave letting you into her life. And it can only help everyone who comes after her.
Yeah, this is true, Jeff, because I think it's, you know, when I walk in the streets with Jessyca here in Brazil or in Paris, as friends, you know, each time, sometimes the people see like this, or
everybody knows when
yeah, we feel, you know, like a regard, sometimes bizarre, and I think we need to show this way, this natural way. It's like Jessyca is, you know, a human being like everybody, really, and they are like everybody. The people don't know that, and a lot of people, when they finish to see my movie, they said this to me, you know, "Oh my God, I didn't know that it's a human being like everybody." I say, yes, it's like
with the family, with feelings, with dreams, with
normal, you know. It's just a different way to live sometimes, but you know.
But it's perfectly, she has every right to live her life as her best life. And you know, society for a long time was a very closed place. I think Paris might be a little more open than America, although Los Angeles is a bit more open, I think, than some parts of America. But it's I think I don't know. I'm an optimist. I think that things are getting better, and I think a film like yours would help. So I certainly hope that moving forward, I imagine you've been at some festivals but when you're done with the festival thing, I hope that you find a way for more and more people to see the film.
Yeah, thank you. It's really nice.
Anything you want to add? We've actually been talking for a little over 20 minutes, so if you want to add anything, please feel free. I don't have any questions for you from the jury, although a member of our jury who won the grand jury prize for short documentary a few years ago, and he just sent me an email that said, "Thank you for sending me this film. It's very powerful."
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Really, I'm so glad with all this, because it was so hard for me to go on to the end of this movie, you know, like 4 years trying and trying. It's not easy to produce this subject usually, and now I know how hard it is, you know. So I'm happy to be here, and I really want to thank everybody that it's coming to see Jessyca, all the fans of Jessyca, because I know Jessyca sent for an entire team of fans in Instagram and others that want to see. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for everyone that it's coming to the Film Invasion Los Angeles to see this movie, and thank you Jeff and all the jury for this great opportunity and recognizing this work, and Jessyca.
And thank you for submitting a wonderful film. You know, when we get films from Europe, and then it turns out to be a film from Europe and Brazil.
Yes.
And she goes to, is it Italy she goes to?
No.
No, I forget where the train ride went to, but.
Is it Germany? I think it was Germany, right?
Germany?
The train, they were speaking German.
No, we were traveling in France.
France, okay, but for, you know, for a small for a small film festival in Los Angeles that focuses on purely independent stuff, it's wonderful to get something with such an international pedigree.
Okay.
So thank you for sending it.
Okay, thank you too.
I'll hit stop record.